Well, great evening, great evening, great evening. So I originally said I would be live and we have shop drop tonight, but more importantly, we had recognition tonight. And I wanted to make sure I had time to get both of them in and make sure I did recognition. So I am still coming live tonight. I'm going to share some announcements, but that will be after Tune In Tuesday, and specifically in regards to the e-commerce, getting your checklist done, and conflicting information that I have that I'm going to do my best to really confuse things by sharing what I have been, what's been shared with me. And then just reminding y'all that, guys, right now, the company's still working on things. That's why it's a rollout. But I did find out that this has been a 4 or 5 year process. They're not doing something out of the blue. But I did want to take some time in that and recognize some people. OMG, I want to recognize some people that have made a difference in September. September, woo woo, September. And so the newsletter is coming out, and I think it may have already hit. So let's check and see. There's so many flyers coming, guys. There's some things that are being changed. And so anyway, so having said that, there's flyers for the bingo. There's flyers for next week's holiday getting together. Because we are struggling with the bingo, we are moving it to the 23rd. That's right. We're moving it to the 23rd. And so there's just stuff going on, guys. There's stuff going on. And we are, I won't blame it on anybody else, in getting everything done up and rolling. But that doesn't mean that we don't want to recognize people, because we absolutely want to recognize people. And so I want to start with those of you that supported in September. And I'm almost positive I wrote it all down, but to be honest with you, I am not sure. But I am going to look and see, because what I tried, used to, we had like 2 or 3 days that we could gather information and all of that. And to tell you the truth, we don't have that anymore at all. We don't have it at all. We've got less than 24 hours, which is super fun and can be a little, a bit of a struggle. But so I am going to go here where I can figure it out. So the first thing I want to do is celebrate and thank every one of you that made a difference for our, wait, let me get rid of this. There we go. Awesome sauce. Who made a difference for us last month? Starting with Michelle Abner, Holly Brown, wait, don't disappear on me. Debbie Davis, Stephanie Egley, or Igley. I have to ask her how to pronounce it. Alexis Gabalden. Brenda Hershkowitz. Thank you, Brenda. Myself. Chris Petrowski. Amy Simmons, Julie Armijo, and those are our people. So thank you to every one of you. If I've read this right, if I've read it right and I did it right, I want to thank you. I think I missed Susie Rollins. So I want to make sure I mention Susie Rollins also. Don't want to miss anyone that makes a difference for us. So that's number one. Number two, in all of that, a super shout out to Debbie Davis Lawson and Julie Armijo Both of them are the Power Up and Grow. So they did 600 or more wholesale last month, and they're working on it for this month. Why? Because then they are the consistency. And we're doing, we don't even have it in there, but I will be sending you some tools, digital tools for you to use for your clients. I sent samples last month. Hopefully you got them, right? And we've got stuff coming out to you guys. So thank you, and thank you for being not only a contributor for the month of September, but a contributor to the month of September at that level and meeting the company's opportunity to be rewarded. I'm really excited. Who knows? It might even be in my stuff already for the board. And I should have opened my last order because it could be in there. I am loving these additional, but they're like a step above gift. So loving and being able to use those. So congratulations to the two of you. I also want to take just a minute to say thank you. I got to get to a different piece here. But to those of you that are doing your weekly accomplishment sheets, and I can't thank you enough for doing those, for stepping up and getting your weekly accomplishment sheets done. Seriously, guys, it is so important to me to be able to look and see who's doing their weekly accomplishment sheets. And hold on. I have to go in and look in a different place to find what I'm looking for. Of course I do. But anyway, so not scoreboard. Found it. But I did want to say thank you to those of you in the month of September that shared your weekly. So Debbie Davis, kudos to you. And there is a reason why, guys, it's important, and I will share it. Terry Brown. I'm so grateful for Terry Brown because she goes in and does it every week. Whether she has no sales, she has some sales, she just gets it done. Kudos to you, Terry Brown, for making it just part of what you do. You just make it part of what you do. And I am so grateful that you do that. And kudos to you. You had a skincare party in the last of, if I'm reading this correct, facials or party, the last of September. But our overall queen, now there are those of you who sold a lot of product. I know because I was part of the event. Stephanie Egley and Amy Simmons. Both of you, I know, sold product last month, but no weekly accomplishment sheet. Now, Amy, I'm willing to give you a little bit of grace, girl, because I haven't repeated it to you. But Stephanie, you're off the hook. I mean, you're not off the hook, girl. I'm just calling you out. I know there are others of you who have sold. Julie Armijo, I'm calling you out too. But I don't see a weekly accomplishment sheet. And girls, I don't need all the details, but I do need the weekly accomplishment sheet. It is how I verify. So our queen of sales, yes, our queen of sales for the month of September, and I'm going to go all the way back here so I can take a look and make sure I'm looking at the right thing, was Debbie Davis. And the reason that I say so, wait, where is this? This had her name on it. With, if I've got this right, $714. I don't understand something. Wait. There we go. Debbie Davis with, she knocked it out the 1st of September with $514 in sales in September. Terry Brown had $154, if I'm reading this correctly, or 120. So I want to thank you guys for getting your I'm checking, making sure, guys. I am making sure I'm not missing anybody. Amy, they're sitting here ready for you, and they were all in. At least 3 of them were in September. So, girl, we got to get that done. But yay, Debbie! Congratulations! She knocked it out, guys, and then she went on a 2.5-week vacation to Canada. So, kudos to you, Debbie. Kudos to you. I will say, with the most faces, and the reason I know this is because I did the events with her, virtual and in person. Amy Simmons, you had the most faces in the month of September, girl. I'm so proud for you. Congratulations. Woo woo. And really, truly, guys, we did a lot of virtuals. And then we did an in-person. And then she's got another in-person this week. So once we get the paperwork side taken care of, the tracking, look out for Amy because she is knocking it out of the park. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now, there may be some of you that are sharing the opportunity without a weekly accomplishment sheet. I don't know. And if I don't know, I can't recognize you, and I want the opportunity to recognize you. So that is what happened last month. So we've got those of you that do the weekly accomplishment sheets. I'm figuring it out. Amy and I are figuring out how we can reward you. Be sure and keep an eye open for the newsletter because the newsletter is about recognition and celebration. There's many of you. Anniversaries. OMG. I had the anniversaries written down. Jane Crandell. Hold on. Where did I put them? I literally wrote them down and they're not right here in front of me. Hold on. Teresa Dietrich, Tracy Kincaid, Ileana Rodriguez. And I think there's one more. But we will be posting those on your timeline with a huge thank you because September was your month, your anniversary month. I am trying to think. Oh, sorry, guys. Trip from New Mexico. Man, oh, man. I'm trying to think of who else. I do want to celebrate and thank both Stephanie and Amy for allowing me to be together when we do those appointments. And I do want to do a shout out to the following: Julie Armijo, Amy Simmons, and Kay Maria. And my brain just went back blank on Kay Maria's last name. So give me just a minute. For being at the live, the in-person this last month, the month of September. So kudos to you guys for being in person. I appreciate you making that time. And that is also my lead-in. And I'm looking, so I make sure I get her last name here. I know I can find it. There's only so many of you. Sims, Kay Maria Sims. But having said that, we are meeting at Julie Armijo's this next Tuesday for holiday packaging. And I will have more information about that because, again, this is all about recognition. Recognition. And then finally, what I do want to recognize as I go into reports, for those of you who got your PCP done, hold on, but we are going to go here first. Where is the Miracle Unit positioned? Where are we positioned? Well, we are number 42. We love the 40s. Can we, in the month of October, break into the 30s? Can we break into the 30s? I'm asking you, is there any reason why we can't break into the 30s? I'm saying, let's do this. Let's break into the 30s. And in the Court of Personal Sales, I'm going to give our top 10. Drum roll, please. For the current year, starting out. I'm just going to go down. Starting at top, shoot. Yeah. 1, 2. I'm going to come down and say, starting with Sue Proctor at number 10, Kathy Harker at number 9, Becky Koch at number 8, Susie Rollins at number 7, Leslie Moll at number 6. Did I do that right? Yeah. Leslie Mall at number 5. Julie Armijo at number 4. Amy Simmons at number 3. Debbie Davis at number 2. And Kyla Hefner at number 1. Yes, number 1. So I'm just letting you know, those are our top 10 for now. That's how it will come out. I think there's a different, I think actually it's flipped for Becky Koch and Susie Rollins because Susie's already got production. So that will change a little bit. And between Sue Proctor and Kathy Harker. But we will have those updated. We'll have them right. So that everybody is clear, because I'm obviously not so clear. I do want to give a shout out to a couple people on my personal team and say thank you very much to those of you that are on my personal team and how you show up. I am really grateful. With that, I want to remind you, blessings are chasing you down. I hope you're joining Shop Drop. This is the day the Lord hath made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Thanks, guys. Have an amazing afternoon. Oh, yeah, I did forget. One last final woohoo and thank you. Holly Brown, Terry Brown, Susie Rollins, Amy Simmons, Julie Armijo, Kathy Harker, and Kyla Hefner. Thank you for being part of my focus group. I really am grateful.